After 6 long, agonizing years, Rick Grimes finally returned to our screens. But in the spinoff, The Ones Who Live did something far more important than simply bring him back. It resurrected the very soul of The Walking Dead. For years, the franchise had felt adrift in wandering plot lines and ever-expanding cast. But this focused, 6-episode event series was a powerful reminder of why we fell in love with this universe in the first place. Today, we're breaking down how masterful, character-driven story and the profoundly powerful conclusion of Rick and Michonne's epic journey made The Ones Who Live a genuine television triumph. The show's single greatest strength was its tight, deliberate 6-episode structure. Unlike the narrative bloat that plagued the later seasons of the main show, every single scene and line of dialogue in The Ones Who Live had a distinct purpose. It was constructed less like a season of television and more like a 6-hour cinematic film. The deep involvement of stars Andrew Lincoln and Denai Guerrera, who served as co-creators, ensured the narrative laser focus on the emotional gut punch that defined the early golden years of the series. The show also boldly shifted genres, becoming a tense dystopian thriller that pitted its heroes against a technologically advanced, almost untouchable military force, rather than another charismatic warlord. This change gave the narrative a relentless forward momentum the franchise hadn't seen in years, proving definitively that less is more. The Civic Republic military, an organization long lurking in the shadows of the universe, was finally terrifyingly revealed. This wasn't just a rehash of the Saviors or the Whisperers. The CRM was a disciplined, faceless army serving a hidden, fully functioning city, over 200,000 souls. Their entire existence was built on the mantra of security and secrecy above all, a principle enforced by one terrifying absolute rule: no one ever leaves. This transformed Rick's situation from a simple capture into a true, inescapable prison of a global scale. We also learned the horrifying truth about the Alliance city of Omaha. CRM didn't just allow it to fall, they actively annihilated the city of 100,000 people themselves, justifying this mass genocide as a cold, strategic necessity to preserve their own resources. They were a monster of terrifying, bureaucratic logic. When we meet Rick Grimes again, he is not the man we remember. The intervening years have shattered him completely as a forced labor for the CRM. We see him make a shockingly desperate escape attempt by chopping off his own hand with an axe. The attempt is brutal, and when he's inevitably recaptured, something inside of him simply snaps for good. Andrew Lincoln's performance is a career best, a true masterclass in portraying complex trauma. He embodies a man so utterly hollowed out by PTSD and repeated failure that he has given up all hope, coming to believe that the only way to keep his family safe from the CRM's reach is to remain dead to the world. If Rick's story is about a spirit being broken, Michonne's is about one that absolutely refuses to bend. Denai Guerrera returns to the role with a breathtaking ferocity, her relentless and hopeful search for Rick serving as the driving force of the entire narrative. This all culminates in the incredible 4th episode, which functions as an intimate 2-person play that traps the couple in an apartment to finally confront the emotional chasm that has grown between them. Michonne refuses to accept the hollowed-out, defeated man Rick has become. She passionately battles his institutionalized fear, relentlessly demanding that he remember the leader, the father, and the husband he once was. It's a powerful hour of television about fighting for a person's very soul, and Michonne proves that she is the living, breathing embodiment of the show's title. The dynamic between Rick and Michonne has always been the franchise foundation. If you've been on this journey with them, and you're excited to see what comes next through the world of The Walking Dead, make sure you subscribe and join the conversations in the comments below. At its very core, The Ones Who Live is an epic, sprawling love story. Their eventual reunion is not a fairy tale, it's a messy, painful collision of two people profoundly changed by time and trauma. The real journey is watching them navigate that wreckage to find their way back to each other. Emotionally, their love isn't presented as a magic cure of their trauma, but rather as a powerful catalyst for healing, forcing them to painstakingly rebuild trust from the ground up, with Michonne staring at a husband who's become a stranger, and Rick grappling with the knowledge of a son he never knew he had. Their bond becomes a defiant act of rebellion against a world designed to crush them. This deeply personal, emotional anchor is what makes the entire plot resonate so powerfully. After years of waiting, the final delivered a thrilling, action-packed, and deeply cathartic conclusion. Rick and Michonne don't just escape the CRM, they systematically dismantle its corrupt leadership from the inside, stopping a planned genocide of Portland and exposing the truth of the military's crimes to the Civic Republic itself. But the real payoff, the one fans have been dreaming of, was the reunion. The final scene delivers an overwhelming emotional release as Rick and Michonne finally come home. We see Rick meet his son RJ for the very first time, a child who only knows him through stories. When RJ looks up at him and asks, "Are you the brave man?" Rick's tearful reply is perfect. "I am, but maybe you can call me Dad." It's a hard-earned, beautiful moment of peace and the profound closure this story and its fans desperately needed.